guys, my name is Miranda and welcome back to my channel Beauty and Plus. I'm so happy to be filming today. It's been kind of a while since I have done a talking video actually, because I don't think I've done one since my May favorites, which was kind of a while ago. I just had filmed a bunch of videos that I needed to upload, and so it had been kind of a while between now and when the last time I had filmed, so I'm really excited to be back in front of the camera. Just thank you so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. It would make my day. And also give this video a thumbs up if you like it / me. So what I want to talk about today is actually facial redness. Now, I suffer pretty extremely from facial redness, but unlike the normal cause of facial redness, I don't have rosacea, which a lot of people will look at my facial skin and say, oh my gosh, you have rosacea, but I actually don't. It sort of looks like rosacea, but it's a little bit different. Basically, my diagnosis or whatever is that I just have very, very, very sensitive facial and neck skin. And I've had this condition my whole life, and it's actually gotten worse as I've gotten older. And I just think that this is because as you get older, your skin gets, it's not as youthful, and it doesn't have as much of those youthful abilities to like keep your skin as healthy as it did when you were younger. I mean, I'm only 23, but I think that is part of it. And I also think that, as I've gotten older, I've just been exposed to more, I guess, like toxins, and it's just made it significant, like increasingly more red as I've gotten older. And so basically what the sensitive skin means is that it's not like sensitive to the touch. Well, it doesn't like hurt, and it's not necessarily sensitive in like that I need to use all sensitive products and like I'll get a breakout or anything like that. It's sort of more like, I guess my dermatologist told me to think of it like an allergy. He said basically the skin on my face and my neck is allergic to air and everything in the air, and all like the little dirt and toxins and chemicals that are in the air and in your hands and in your clothing. Anything that comes into contact with my face just brings out its sensitivity and makes it worse. So I do notice that my skin is at its best in the morning versus at night, because I've just gotten a good night's sleep. I'm well rested, my skin has sort of rejuvenated itself, and I haven't put on my face of makeup yet or been exposed to as many things. So in the morning I do notice that it's significantly more calm and not quite as red as it is at night. And I also notice that if I go, like usually I don't wear makeup on the weekends unless we're going out or doing something special. So I do notice that it is significantly less red the more days I go without wearing makeup. So yes, makeup is not the best thing for it. It does sort of, it's just more chemicals you're putting on, more ingredients, more things that my skin is allergic to. But the way I see it, it's like, I really like wearing makeup, and it's not a significant enough difference for me to completely stop wearing makeup in order to treat the condition, because even if I'm not wearing makeup, my skin is still red. It's just a little bit less red. And it's not like there's makeup that is out there that I could put on my face and my skin wouldn't react to it, because it's just reacting to literally everything. So, it reacts to lotion, it reacts to the most, natural sensitive products. It still reacts by becoming more red, and that kind of sucks, but that's just what it is. And I just kind of wanted to let you guys know about my condition, and I'm going to show you guys like the tips and tricks, things that I do in order to make it a little bit less bad, and just sort of just like let you guys know about what my skin is like. As you know, it's really fair. I have sort of a little bit of combination skin where my skin sometimes gets a little dry on my forehead and it's kind of oily on my nose, and the other areas are pretty normal besides the redness, which isn't really related to skin type. And so I have like normal to combo skin, I guess. And yeah, so pretty much the redness is my only skin problem that I ever really deal with. Sometimes, as you can see, it's been a whole day, the foundation has rubbed off my nose a little bit because it is oily. Like, my nose does get a little oily, especially in the summer. That's really it. Like, I don't break out really ever. Occasionally, like once every couple of months, I will get one pimple. Even as a teenager, I've never somebody who got pimples often or ever really. So that's kind of nice. Like, a lot of people, a lot of people, especially people who I've seen on YouTube, always comment and say, your skin is so beautiful, oh my god. And like, as I'm looking in the camera right now, I'm like, wow, it looks really fair and nice and smooth, and like you can see I have blush on, but I think it, you know, it looks great. But I guess like that's really not the case when I don't have makeup on. And a lot of the times when you guys see me without makeup, when I'm doing like a tutorial or get ready with me, it's in the morning. And so when I don't have makeup on in the morning and I've just woken up, like I said, it's a lot better visually than it is at night. So what I'm going to do is actually kind of remove my makeup for you now that it's nighttime and let you see what my skin looks like, you know, as I'm taking my makeup off at night, when it's at basically its worst. So I just want to go over a couple products that I do use. Right now I'm just going to use a makeup wipe to remove my makeup. And normally I use a facial wash to remove makeup at night, like you have seen in my skincare video that I will put somewhere. And right now I've been using the simple moisturizing facial wash, which is really good for sensitive skin. And I find that it works fine. I don't know, I don't really have any complaints. It's not amazing. And I also have this Eucerin Redness Relief, which I wanted to bring up because I've heard that this is a really good product for redness relief, and I love the other Eucerin Redness Relief products, but I have actually not tried this one yet because I'm still waiting to finish this one up. I really like the Pond's Evening Soothe. For me, I find the Pond's ones to be very soothing and just really like, they sort of help to calm it down versus make it worse. So I don't have any redness on my forehead, really. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I don't put any products on my forehead for redness. And I'm not going to remove all my makeup, just like my foundation, because I don't have my eye makeup remover in here. As you can see, it's starting to appear.
I gave you the key when the door wasn't open. Just admit it. See, I gave you faith, turned you down into hoping. Can't deny it. Now I'm all alone in my choice.
So most of my redness, as you can kind of see, is I do have a little bit on my nose. Most of it is on my cheeks. And I have some under here too. So it kind of like goes in a circle, and I have this little spot right here which doesn't get red, and then it's red here, and then it kind of goes like I have no redness here in a circle, which is weird. But it's the worst on my cheeks. I'm actually going to pop up a picture, like if I go all day without wearing makeup, because the makeup I actually do think it does somewhat sometimes like protect it from things, because if it's a warm day and I'm not wearing makeup, this is what my face will look like, legit. Like, that's just what it looks like. And like, I've always just had people be like, oh my god, are you sick? Like, what the heck is wrong with you? Like, I don't know. Even my dad will be like, oh my god, is that your skin? People get like surprised and like worried about how red it is. But that's just, it's just always been that way. Alright, so it's all removed now, showing you the glorious redness that's happening. Yeah, it's really red, as you can see. It's really intense. And it's a very pigmented, like here. Like, this is the worst spot, and then like this is the worst spot. It gets a little bit better over here. Like it's here and up the side here is the worst. Like here, and then up here. So those are the hardest spots to cover when I'm doing makeup. And I'm actually going to talk about that in a second. First, I just want to show you that this Eucerin Redness Relief Soothing Night Cream is the one that I use at night after I remove my makeup. I just take a little bit and oh my god, it feels so good. It's like has a cooling effect. And I just kind of like gently smooth it over my skin. I'm not pressing too hard, just kind of patting it on there and just letting it soak in. It's very moisturizing, it's very calming, soothing. I really like this one. I also really like the Clinique redness reducing one, but that is a hell of a lot more expensive. So I think I might ask for it for Christmas or something, but I don't really like to splurge that much money on a product that is very similar to this one, maybe slightly better, when I can get this one for so much cheaper. In the morning, before I put on makeup, I like to use this Eucerin Redness Relief Daily Perfecting Lotion. It has SPF 15, which I really like, and it has a green tint to it. So when you put it on, it like counteracts the redness. So I use that. Here, I don't know like why I'm putting this on, I'm just showing you. And I actually like to put this on with this beauty blender. I'll leave the link for these down below. This is my favorite beauty blender dupe, which you get on Amazon, and this is just a type that they make, which is specifically for putting primer on. And I do use it to put on my like mattifying primers, and I use it to put on this lotion because the padding of this is like very it's better for my skin than like wiping it on with my hands, because that just causes more of a reaction with the redness. And the primer that I really like to use is the L'Oreal Magic Anti-Redness Primer. I tried a bunch of anti-redness primers, and this is by far, in my opinion, the best one. It has a lot of green in it to counteract the redness. So I really like that, and so I actually do use both of these in the morning. I'll use green moisturizer and a green primer, and it still is like, you know, not fully counteracted because I have a ton of redness. As you can see, wow, that side's really bad tonight. It's really bad. But that's just what it looks like, and it's hot. Like, it's very warm to the touch. It's inflamed and it's red. It's allergic. It's basically like this is an allergic reaction because my skin is so sensitive, whereas my forehead like isn't that warm. And so my next step when it comes to makeup is, I love this thing. It is the Maybelline Master Conceal, and this product is the best. It is, I don't use it under my eyes because I think it's a little bit too thick for me personally, but it is great. It's very pigmented and it's great for covering up any trouble spots you have. And if you've seen my tutorials or get ready with me's, however you would pluralize that, and I just put it like, I put it on a beauty blender and I just dot that all over on my nose, on my cheeks, on my chin, and under here. And so that helps. And then on top of that, I use a full coverage foundation, and I have to use full coverage. I've tried to use medium coverage and build it up. It just does not work. Like, I think I do have one or two that are like medium to full coverage that I can work with, but I really prefer full coverage foundation because even with doing all this and using, like, I really like the, for high-end full coverage foundation, I would say the most full coverage one I've used, and people think that is like the most full coverage good one, is the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation. And I love that foundation, and just really great for covering redness. Even still, after doing all these steps and putting that heavy full coverage foundation on, you can still see redness through right here. It is so red that it is always, like, when I look in the mirror, I can see, like, it's not bad, it's just like I can see a little bit of redness there. No matter what I do, I will always have redness there. I just can't fully cover it up as much as I try. But I do love this drugstore foundation. You've heard me talk about this a million times. The Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour Full Coverage Foundation. And in my opinion, this is the best full coverage drugstore foundation, and I really personally like the fact that it has more of like a pink undertone, because my skin is really fair with pink undertones, and that is a really difficult foundation to find, not to mention finding it in full ass coverage. So I do have difficult skin for finding correct foundations for, because I actually just tried out the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation, which I've heard is another really good high-end foundation, but the lightest one that had pink undertones supposedly was like extremely yellow on me, and I had to return it. I couldn't wear it. So I was kind of disappointed about that, because I've heard so many good things about it, and I did like the formula of it. It felt very natural on my skin, but I just couldn't wear it. It looked, I mean, I looked orange, like I was having like a fake tan problem. So yeah, I mean, I think that is all of my little steps and suggestions I have for you. I just kind of wanted you guys to like get to know me a little bit more, get to know about this. Oh my god, guys. Even just looking at it, like I hate looking at my skin knowing that it looks like that. I mean, for a really long time in my life I was very self-conscious about it, and like back when Brett and I were first dating, to like go without makeup in front of him at first was really like scary to me, because it does, I mean, I've had people think that like there is something legit wrong with me, that it's like a rash, or they think it's like just like I'm really sick or something, but this is just what my natural skin looks like all the time. And I really hate that I have like this circle of like not redness here. Like I just kind of wish it was like all red, or like not have like random, like I don't really have redness here or here. There's just like random spots where I don't have redness. It's so weird. And it's just, you know, sometimes gets embarrassing, like when people point it out, or like my grandfather used to like pinch my cheeks and be like, your face is so red, and I don't know. So that is something I'm self-conscious about, but I've gotten so much better about it. And you know, that's one reason why I really love makeup, because while it does somewhat exacerbate the problem, I like covering up the redness and figuring out how to make my skin look the best it can look with like covering up my problem areas has just made me so much more confident, and just made me feel really good about myself. Like I always, for the longest time, even up until like very, very recently, I hated wearing the color red or anything like red lipstick, because I feel like that color, when it's on me, it like pulls out the redness in my cheeks. Like it just makes it that much more noticeable that I have a redness problem. And so I would shy away from wearing red clothes. Like I own one red dress and that was like the only piece of red clothing I own, because I'm like so self-conscious about how it makes my face look. But a bunch of people recently were like, said that they thought I looked really good in red, because my skin, because I have such nice skin, and my skin is so fair that it kind of gives like this almost like Snow White effect, where like I have the dark hair and like very pale skin, almost like white, and like red, just like, I don't know, they said that they thought it looked good on me. So that just gave me so like a boost of confidence, like knowing that it happens a lot where people are like, oh my god, your skin is so beautiful, it's so perfect, it's so flawless, and it just like, it makes me feel really good inside that like I'm so good at applying my foundation, and with these tips like creating a flawless look to my face, that it makes me feel so happy inside when people look at my skin and say, your skin is beautiful, it's perfect, because like I've never felt that way my whole life. And it just makes me really happy when you guys, or when anybody tells me that they think I have really nice skin, because, you know, that doesn't look so nice. Kind of looks like I got slapped a little bit. And I don't know, so that's just one thing that like I want to share with you guys, and it's just like one reason why I really love makeup, and why this is something I super enjoy doing as a hobby, and like just as part of my life. And so thank you so much for watching my kind of like vulnerable, embarrassing video, and I hope this might have helped some of you who have a similar problem. I know it's kind of like rare, my problem. I've only ever met like one other person who had this problem like as bad as I did, But you know, even if you just take a couple of these tricks to help with like mild redness, that's great. And like, share with me if you guys suffer with redness, and any steps or tips or tricks that you guys know that I didn't mention, please put them below. I'd love to hear your suggestions and advice. And I hope this helped you, some of you, or at least helped you get to know me a little bit more personally. And I'm just really glad that I shared this with you guys. And Brent was the one who said that I should film this video, so thanks to him too. I just love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!